Hello and welcome to the cryptocurrency news channel. I want to actually talk about a VET rumor that actually has some confirmation on Reddit, and it's the thing that Uniswap 2.0 is coming to Vechain. Now, this can mean two things. One of them's like, yeah, it's a pretty cool plus. The other one is like, yeah, it could actually really affect price. I think it's much more likely the first one happens and the second one doesn't, but I guess both of them could actually happen. And the rumor is that Uniswap 2.0 can actually come to VET. Now, obviously the fees with ETH are horrendous right now, and that's why some of these apps or dexes want to move over to other platforms. So basically, if it's the first one, it's basically like Uniswap would just have a version of itself on the VET blockchain, and that basically means you have a very good platform to trade back VET assets and maybe make a stablecoin and trade back the VET stablecoin. Now that would be pretty cool, but I don't think it would affect price that much because like additional assets on VET, they're there. I mean, there's like Vimworld, like Vulcanverse, Safe Haven and stuff, but the VET ecosystem is fairly small, and I believe VeChain already has a DEX. So you could trade them out. You could trade these assets on an open kind of like DEX without any fees, and that would actually be great. But I don't think it would impact the price. It'd be helpful for the VeChain assets, and it might inspire more creation on the VeChain blockchain, which would be great. Maybe people would even do DeFi if there was a Uniswap version on VET. However, like Sunny Lu doesn't really promote DeFi on VET. He's sticking with the original like logistics enterprise projects, which are like the bread and butter of VeChain. They're more focused on supply chain, logistics, enterprise, and IoT stuff, which is fine with me. They're just not as immediately as profitable as DeFi, although VeChain has appreciated quite a bit for me. So that's the kind of great, cool thing. The much more great thing is if they actually get to where they can actually execute ERC20 swaps on the VeChain toolchain. If that happens, you could actually trade a lot of those ETH projects on the VET chain. Now, I think that would be kind of like tokenizing ERC20 on VET. I'm not exactly sure how that would even work or if it can work, but if they figure out how to do that, that could actually bring a lot of activity onto the chain, and that could burn a lot of gas. Of course, I mean, like gas fees are going to be nothing on VET compared to ETH, so people would actually want to do this, which would result in massive usage of the VET blockchain, which would maybe result in VETHO going up and then result in VET going up as well. So the second thing would be really great, but they have to figure out a way to execute ERC20 swaps on the VeChain toolchain. And I'm not really sure if that's what it is. I think it's more likely that you'll just be able to trade VET chain tokens between each other and maybe create a stablecoin, which would be cool. But that wouldn't help the price. The other one would actually help the price, and I hope that actually happens. But that's kind of what they mean by Uniswap 2.0 coming to VET. There's two possibilities. Number one would be cool. Number two would be great. Hopefully we can get number two, but even without it, I'd be okay with number one because realistically, DeFi, I never really looked at VET as kind of like a DeFi platform. I've really looked at VeChain as more of a logistics IoT platform, and it's actually doing pretty well in that case. But if they could enable cross-chain trades, that would be pretty awesome because that would, I think, would start immediately rising the price because people would want to get away from the fees on Ethereum network. So that is the news for right now. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.